I searched every single farming spot in Enshrouded to find the best one, and this is it. This is how to get all of the endgame gear in the game, including the best free armor sets in Enshrouded for mages, warriors, or archers, the best legendary glider in the game, and here's a side-by-side comparison so you can see how far it actually flies compared to the advanced glider. It almost flies horizontally, it's ridiculous. My honest suggestion is just to not play the game until you unlock this because it makes it so much easier to travel. You'll also be getting a bunch of legendary weapons as well, which I'll showcase at the end of the video. But most importantly, I will be showing you how to reach this farming location step by step on the map. Because it is quite far away, but it is very easy to get here. You can get here from level 5. And I'll also be showing you my results after 30 minutes of farming this location. But if you didn't know, Enshrouded is currently in early access, and the best craftable sets in the game only go up to level 23. They're still good, but they're nowhere near as good as these armor sets, which you can find in the wilderness, and they scale all the way up to level 25. Now, just because they're for level 25 characters doesn't mean that you can't wear them. You can wear these at level 6 or whatever level your character is. So here's a quick breakdown of the armor sets for you. Starting with the mage armor set. This armor set gives you an incredible buff with your magical damage and critical chance, but it also boosts your survivability with the additional health and stamina boost. The boots give you incredible mana regeneration and a minus 120 regen delay. So after you cast a spell, your mana starts regenerating sooner than if you didn't have these boots. Secondly, we have the Radiant Paladin armor set, which is fantastic for melee fighters and warrior builds. The resistances on this armor are incredibly high. I mean, the highest in the entire game. Not to mention the buffs it gives you to your total health and your health regeneration. And it also boosts your melee damage capabilities as well. It's also probably the coolest looking armor set in the game. Finally though, we have the Eagle Eye Ranger armor set. This armor set boosts your critical strike and damage along with your overall range damage. It also increases survivability with health and sprint speed increases. And the stamina regeneration capabilities on the boots are so good that I actually think it's a mistake and they need to be nerfed. Plus 7 stamina regeneration, I don't know if that's correct. So to reach this farming location, we're going to be starting from the Kindleway Spire. Now it's actually very easy to get to this location. I've already made a video guide, but here's a step-by-step guide showing the route on screen. If you want a sped up walkthrough though, you can check out my video guide linked down below in the description. That will show you how to unlock all the spires in order in a super clear video. And that video ends at the Ancient Spire Kindleway fast travel point, which is where this video starts. So starting from the Ancient Spire of the Kindleway, we're now going to fly directly south, all the way pretty much to the corner of the map down here where you can find a sun temple, which will be marked on your map after you activate the flame altar at this location. And from there, if you come outside and look directly south, you'll see the Sun Temple from here. That's where we want to be going. Now I'm going to be using the advanced glider just to show you how this is done. So we're going to go ahead and jump off the edge and just start gliding all the way to the south. You can see there's a bit of land that bridges out to the right hand side. That's basically what we're aiming for. Now if you have the updraft ability, you can use it to actually get on top of this little rock here. You can then wait for your stamina to regenerate and continue on the adventure. Land on this next mountain to the south, wait for your stamina to regenerate again, and then just hop off the other side. And you can completely avoid the shroud on your left hand side. And also watch out for these giant dragon bird things because they're going to give you a hard time if you run into them. So we're just going to run straight on, keeping this cliff face on our left, and hop up here. Then hop up here, and just come around to the side, and you should just be able to work your way up the mountain here. Like so. And now you can see that's the fast travel point we came from in the north. And if you run around this corner to the south, you'll see the entrance. You'll see the big sun temple in the distance there. So if I look on the map again, you can see we're now just down here outside the sun temple at this corner. So let's go ahead and set that as our waypoint in the distance. we're just going to run up this mountain to the right hand side to avoid all of the enemies here because they're level 30. I'm just going to run up towards the Sun Temple. Please do drop a like on the video if you guys find it helpful. It really helps out the channel. So here we're at the foot of the Sun Temple, and now you need to get out your altar. And this is the location on the map where we'll be setting up our farming point, which allows us to run back and forth from one of the best loot chests in the entire game. Now you will need to bring some stone with you to actually craft the altar. Then if we go to crafting, we can make our flame altar and deploy it on the ground. Now I'd recommend deploying it as close to this door as you can. You can see this is the side entrance here. Now to get the legendary ghost glider, it's actually a guaranteed drop, and it's located at the very top of the tower. So to get there, we're going to go ahead and jump inside, just double jump to get in. And once we're in this first room, you're going to come to the right here, past these spike traps, and then just behind this brazier, you're going to see an iron grate. Now you can actually hit this a couple of times and you can break it. If you have a worse pickaxe, it will take you more than a couple of hits. But just to the right, to the northeast, you can see there's a broken staircase. So we're going to go ahead and double jump and then glide. And that's going to make us land in this corner here. Now it is also possible to like walk along the wall just here and get there too. But you will probably need double jump to get there. So after you're there, you can't get through this door. So we're going to go upstairs here. And then we're going to come out onto the balcony. And once you're out on the balcony, you'll see a few of these Drake things. Just ignore them. We're going to run around the outside of this building. And just keep running around the outside. And eventually, you'll come across a staircase. Now, this staircase, you're going to want to come up and take a right. And there's another Drake. Just ignore it. And if you carry on going up the stairs, you'll get to this broken section here. You can press E to use the rappel line to get up. And then you'll find a door which needs a lockpick to open. So luckily you brought that lockpick I told you to bring. Now once this is open, you can come inside and climb up this grid here. You can rest on the windowsill there if you run out of stamina. But just climb all the way up here, jump off. And then if you turn around, there is another grappling hook you can use. Now once you come up here, you're going to turn around again and you'll see the legendary golden chest here. Now open that, and that's guaranteed Ghost Glider drop, which is a legendary glider with 250% range, 25 speed, and only consumes 4 stamina per second. It is the best glider in the entire game. So we're going to pick that up. You can get multiple, by the way. It respawns every time you leave the game and then join back in. The next thing we're going to be doing from this same Flame Shrine location is actually farming the best armor sets in the game, which I showed you guys earlier. So to do that, we're going to just go into the same entrance we used before. We're going to come to the right once again, and then we're going to smash open this iron grate like we did before. But this time, instead of going up, we're going to go down. We're going to drop down and glide. And then in this chest right here, you can just open it. And there you go. We got the Eagle Eye Trousers, which is the Archer armor set. So we're going to loot that. And now after we looted it, we're going to press escape, click on return to main menu, and then we're going to press play, go back to our private local server, and go back to the world that we're playing on. And now we've spawned again, we can just go ahead and run and jump inside and just sprint all the way back round to this grate. And we're going to do the farming method repeatedly. And this is going to be how you get the legendary weapons and armor set. Yep, legendary root staff. And just do this repeatedly. Eagle Eye Boots, nice. Now another drop you can get is the Ring of Ancients, which gives you +1 to all of your attributes. Dexterity, Strength, Con, Spirit, Endurance, Intelligence. Incredible ring. So after farming the location for an hour, here are the results. I got a full set Paladin armor set, the Elder armor set for mages, and the Eagle Eye set for the rangers. Beyond that, I got lots of like other bits of the set. Like I almost got another Paladin set. I got lots of ranger helmets and paladin helmets. I found that the chests were the rarest piece of the armor set to drop. Firstly, these are all the rare items I got, so almost a full inventory of rare weapons, from staffs, swords, axes, and wands. We also got a couple of shields of light, which are only level 23, but everything else here is level 25. Now, if I look on my character, I actually unlocked the Ring of Ancients, which is like the best ring in the game, in my opinion, because it gives you +1 to every attribute, which is why I'm wearing it. Then in this chest, I put all of the epic weapons that we got, and you can see the epic items are twice as rare as the rare items, if that makes sense. Then finally in this box we have the legendary drops. Now one thing you should know is that every legendary weapon, like the White Wolf sword for example, also exists at lower levels, and it exists in lower quality as well. Is if you look at the epic version of the White Wolf sword, it only has 4 upgrade options, whereas the legendary version has 5 upgrade options. But they're all exactly the same as each other. They don't change at all. Like the Sword of Radiance, we also have 2 versions of that, and it's the exact same situation. I'm going to be doing another video on where to get some specific, very good legendary weapons. So subscribe to check that out, and I'll see you there.